It's been a few months since we've had one of my motorcycle viewer videos, and I've still got loads of clips, so here we go. Look at the bus approaching on the left. That's a definite case of I'm bigger than you, I'm going to bully you. But I think this was a good move, just to say, no you're not. But don't forget, always be ready to submit if that bus driver had have moved forward. Did you notice that I'm not going to look at you stare from the bus driver? This BMW's got a problem with its rear suspension. Look how much it bounces when it goes over bumps. If your car does this, please get it checked out, because there's obviously something wrong.
I don't think they have suspension. We have no door.
Surely the driver can feel this from the inside. Overtaking someone who's just been impatient to overtake you is quite satisfying when you're on a bike or a push bike. But just be careful, because this can antagonise the impatient people out there even more so and put you at risk. Good to see my viewer staying out of the advanced cycle box on his motorbike. And I also think they did a good job on dealing with the police car that's up ahead. Why do you think the police car was initially waiting in this queue? Nicely done by my viewer there. Interesting little clip this. If my viewer's going ahead, they have to give way to both lanes on the roundabout. So honestly, they shouldn't have gone here, but it's probably impossible with this volume of traffic. I do think the black Mercedes was in the wrong lane, but the white one came from the opposite side. At least they were good enough to spot the danger and fix the problem. Even when queuing, keep your eyes peeled. It is nice to see some exterior mirrors have been added to the bike in certain clips. I hope they stayed on. Always try and expect this type of thing to happen around buses. This was a dead heat in the red light jump. I thought this was nicely dealt with as well. Driving or riding in busy cities requires different mindsets a lot of the time. People will often take opportunities because it might be a while until they get another. Staying staggered helps. that made no difference whatsoever. My viewer and the driver of this Audi in front encounter a pedestrian just round the corner. They could have come from that house on the left, so it's understandable why they might be in the road, and the driver of this Audi does a brilliant job. You don't hear that too often, do you? This is a clear case of can't queue, won't queue. Watch the oncoming vehicle. You need to look out for people who don't look out for themselves, especially when you're filtering. The clues were there though. Did you catch the cyclist's little glance? Definite retribution in this clip. Look at the minibus to my viewer's left now. They were definitely a little triggered that my viewer had filtered past. Nice job again by my viewer, you're still alive. Have a look at the Range Rover driver turning left into the road on the right. I think they do the correct thing. But as you can hear, a few other people aren't happy. Now I think they're just being awkward. It's always quite comical when people are so impatient, but they're more than happy to sit and argue for about 3 minutes. A little mistake from my viewer. They get a little close to the lights and can only view the second one. Here's a little tip that might help. Use the first set to stop and the further set to go, so my viewer should be watching over here. This final clip is a little corrupted, but we need to still keep it in because it's the most potentially dangerous one out of all of this bunch. Don't take any risks when you're on the road. Keep safe and, as before, thanks for sending in.